PMacMovies back in the nook in the kitchen for a new PMacMovies Kino sale video. Holy cow, we got 2 Kino orders and Charmy in the kitchen. How you doing, Charmy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
This one is my first order. It was huge. It was going to be my only order. And then I decided I needed to hoard up some more. And actually, I placed 2 more orders after that. On the way. Well, one of them's on the way. So with these Kino sales, I remember back when I think the Kino website started, they had sales, and there wasn't really that much that I wanted to get. I was more like into Criterions and maybe Arrows at the time, Scream Factory a little bit. But now the Kino sale may be the best out of all of them. The Criterion sale, prices are too high. Even at Barnes & Noble, if you have a membership, they're still $18 plus tax. Too expensive for those artsy-fartsy movies. Most of them are artsy-fartsy movies. Arrow, I pretty much have all the ones that I want right now. There's a few newer ones that I'm waiting for to drop in price. Scream Factory, not that many sales for Scream Factory, once in a while. But Kino, Warner Archive's another one. Not that many movies I generally want. I wait for the 4 for 44 sales, or like the Target buy 2 get ones. But then you got Kino, and they just have variety. They have a lot of variety. A lot of these boutique companies focus more on, I guess, the artsy-fartsy movies for Criterion, or like the horror movies for Arrow and Scream Factory. But with Kino, you get a lot of different selection. You got drama, comedy, foreign, horror, action, just any genre you can find in these Kino sales. Westerns a big one from Kino, and a lot of good stuff. They've gotten a few things that like Criterion had, and now Kino's released better versions, cheaper price. They've gotten some stuff that Twilight Time put out, better versions, cheaper price a fair amount of the time. Let's take a look at what I hoarded up. Great sale. So right now these Kino sales might be at the top of my list. The thing is, too, with the Kino sales, they're not even including all their titles. A lot, like, during the Criterion sale, it's any Criterion is half off. During the Kino sale, it's just a select portion, but there's still so many good titles even within that select portion. That's impressive. What do you think, Charmy?
It is impressive. That's what I heard.
So let's see what I got. Let's see what they don't really use much as far as packing, but I haven't really had many issues with Kino orders. So this is my first box that I bought. So these were like the top ones that I wanted. Let's take a look at what's in here. Charmy says take a look-see. First, we also got some Scorpion releasing ones in here. Some Scorpion ones. So I don't know if Kino has some sort of relationship with Scorpion, if they're owned by the same overarching company or what. But I did get some Scorpion releasing ones. First, we have The Last Seduction here, starring Bill Pullman. Didn't really know anything about this movie, but I read a lot of good things about it. Peter Berg also in this. Sexy film noir. 110 minutes from 1993. Like I said, I read fantastic things about it, or else I wouldn't have got it. I looked into it more, knowing nothing about it, and it sounded like a pretty good one. Apparently the transfer on it isn't that great, but it sounds like it might be the best they could do with what they had to work with. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, we got the Quartermass Experiment, and part of the reason I got this is because I bought one of the sequels. I looked more into these movies, and it sounds like they're pretty good. I try to get like the sci-fi stuff if it's interesting. And this one was pretty affordable. Do I have like the packing? We got the packing sheet in here so I can tell you all the prices. So the first one, Last Seduction, that was $9.99, I do believe, yes. Okay. And then the Quartermass Experiment was, let's see here, $8.99. Was it $8.99? $8.99 for Quartermass. Supposed to be kind of a classic sci-fi movie from 1955, 82 minutes. Snag that baby up. Let's see what else we got in here. Ooh, I got these ninja movies. I have the third one, and it was a really fun time, so I said I have to get the first two. Revenge of the Ninja is one of them. So I got the other one in here too, which I don't recall the name of it, but you know, we're gonna find out what it is here in a few minutes. Enter the Ninja. So this must be the second one, from 1983, 91 minutes. I have the one like Scream Factory put out. I thought that was a really fun movie, so I wanted these other two. And it seems like during the previous sales, they were more than $9.99. This feels like it might even have a booklet in it, maybe. 91 minutes. Payback is deadly. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, here it is. Enter the Ninja. Franco Nero's in this. Enter the Ninja from 1981, 99 minutes. So you got the first one. Is it a trilogy? And then the second one here. So I'm glad to get these. These are just fun, popcorn type movies. Fun, good time. Kind of cheesy, but fun.
I don't like cheesy movies.
Charmy don't like cheesy movies. By the way, we have some dandelion tea here. What do you think about dandelion tea, Charmy?
Me, I like it when it's mixed with chicory.
You've drank dandelion tea before?
Yeah, you made me. You forced me. No, just joking.
Up next, we have another one that I think dropped in price since the last sale. This is one that I was interested in getting last time. Lewis Switcher might have even recommended it. I can't remember. But it is The Pit here on Blu-ray, which I got for $8.99, which is a very good price for this. From 1981, 96 minutes. Newly remastered in HD. The Pit. This is another one that got pretty solid reviews, I thought. So interested in that one, which is why I snagged it. Up next, this is one that Hamilton Books screwed me on this one. I ordered this from Hamilton Book for $7. It is the Spiral Staircase. So what happened was, Hamilton Book had a bunch of Kinos for like $7. And I was like up at night, and I ordered it. I ordered it right after the sale started. And then there was people that ordered it hours after, and they were like, my order shipped! And my order hadn't shipped yet. And then they told me that they ran out of copies. So basically, people that ordered it hours after me got copies, and I didn't. So that's not, actually, I should, so this was $9.99. I should talk to Hamilton Book and say, you owe me $3. I ended up paying $3 more for that. By rights, I should have gotten that for $7. Quit your bitching, PMac. Up next, we have a slipcover. Oh wait, it has a movie in it. It's Cabin Boy here, 1994, 80 minutes. A fair amount of people said that this was a very funny movie. For only $8.49 here, the cheapest it's ever been as far as I know. And it's actually a pretty stacked disc for just a like a comedy that I don't recall if it was like a big time movie. I might even bought the DVD of this recently. I can't remember if I ended up getting it or not. But for that price, I beard myself. Limited edition booklet essay by film critic Nick Pinkerton. I wonder if this didn't sell that great because they're already, it's on sale pretty cheap with the Slippy still. So I wonder if maybe that one didn't sell that great, but who knows. Up next, we got some, I think this is a pretty new one from like late 2019 or maybe early this year. It's got Charles Bronson and Alain Delon. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Alain Delon. I don't know. But I had to snag it. It's got some two classic actors in it, and these two guys. I actually read that the movie wasn't that great. From 1968, 115 minutes, but still definitely one that I wanted to get because it's got those two guys in it. Sounds like kind of a like an action type movie. Don't know much about it. I had never heard of it until I saw it in this sale. But only $9.99. I'll snag. And then another one with Charles Bronson and Anthony Perkins is in this one. And this one is Someone Behind the Door. See ya, Charmy.
See you guys.
Another one, I'm not sure how the reviews were with this one. 1971, 93 minutes. But you got Charles, you got Anthony. It looks like a good time. Look at how much taller Anthony is than Charles there. Kind of tall, or maybe Charles is kind of short. Yeah, again, I don't know anything about this, but you got to snag it when you see that. Charles Bronson, Anthony Perkins, $9.99. That's a deal. That's a deal. Oh, this was one at like the top of my list. It's got some scratches. Rutger Hauer in Wanted Dead or Alive. I heard really good things about this. And I do like Rutger Hauer. He's pretty good. Brand new 2K master. It's got some like weird scratches on it that it looks like might go into the artwork. Kind of strange looking there. You don't really... I didn't see that on any of my other ones. They decide, hey, this is the one PMac wants the most. Let's scratch it up. Yeah, it's got some like kind of weird scratches there on the cover. Let's see if you can see that. You can see like kind of those scratches there. That's kind of weird. Hopefully that doesn't go into the artwork. PMac's kind of OCD about this kind of stuff. PMac, aren't you the one who judges people's OCD? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's just in the plastic and not in the artwork, so that's not a big deal. If it was into the artwork, it would be more annoying. But yeah, this was probably the one I wanted the most, actually. I almost got this one in the buy two, get one with Target, but you know, I'm glad I waited because it ended up being cheaper here. Wanted Dead or Alive. Nick Randall is a loner, a legend, a bounty hunter. Jeez, I might want to watch this one tonight. I wonder if Charmy will want to watch this one. Probably not. From 1986, 106 minutes. We got the RLJE Films little thing on there. That's interesting. Yeah, this looks like a really cool one. Only $9.99 for this. This just came out not that long ago. $9.99, yep. Beer me. Hope those don't fall. Up next, I enjoy getting the Roger Moore Kinos. I had a day there where I watched 2 Roger Moore Kinos. I forget what the titles are. I watched them a while ago. The Man Who Haunted Himself. And they were absolutely fantastic. So now I have to get every Kino that with Roger Moore. And it is Street People starring Roger Moore, Stacy Keach. The hunting season has opened in the Naked City. From 1976, 92 minutes. It looks like this was like a 20th Century Fox MGM one. And this one, Street People, $9.99 again, $9.99. I think this is another one that came out pretty recently here. I think. I don't remember it being a part of the last sale. I don't even remember seeing it like out. Another one with Alain Delon. Diabolically Yours here. A French movie, 93 minutes, 1967. A provocative French thriller. Alain Delon plays a wealthy man at the center of an extraordinary plot after a car crash leaves him unable to remember who he is. Oh yeah, this one sounded interesting, actually. So that was a cool one. And again, another one that came out pretty recently, I think, and was $9.99. So there's some beer me's in there. Up next, I have to get these Donald Sutherlands. Love me some Donald Sutherland. And this is a Scorpion one. So glad to be able to get this for an affordable price. It is Lady Ice there. Lady Ice starring Donald Sutherland. Sometimes with the Kinos and stuff like that, you get like the artwork that has like the fold there, which is weird. I don't know how that happens. But these have been in good condition overall, and glad to get another Donald Sutherland Blu-ray. Also Robert Duvall and Jennifer O'Neill. Read mixed things about this. Sleek thriller set in the Windy City. Donald Sutherland's character, Detective Andy Hammond, collaborates with an insurance company to investigate a theft of diamonds. Should be an interesting one. It had Donald. I had to snag it. Up next, this is a prison movie. I like prison movies. And this is another Scorpion releasing from 1997. It's 100 minutes. I wonder when they put this one out. Does it have a... I don't see a copyright for the Blu-ray. But these prison movies, if they sound decent, I tend to get. It is Short Eyes here on Blu-ray. Bruce Davison and a bunch of people. I have no idea who any of these people are, but I read pretty solid things about it. And I think, are we down to one left? Yes, one left in this box. And it is a pretty affordable buy here. I got this one partly because it was so cheap, but I also read some decent things about it. Kevin Reynolds directed this. It is Tristan and Isolde, which I wonder if I have this on DVD. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm going to bore you guys with that. Look it up in my app here to see if I have it. It seems like I might. It's not scanned in my app. Maybe I don't have it. But this was only $6.49. And for a Kino. James Franco, Sophia Myles. Who's Sophia Myles? I read pretty decent things about it, though. It seems like something that me and Charmaine could watch. So I snagged it, and that is the end of my first order. We got another box here. Like I said, I have another one on the way. I think it's going to be here Friday. So I have that one. I have my Hamilton book order, which I did already receive. I haven't done a video yet. But I'll include the Hamilton book one, the Kino one, and then I might be getting some stuff from Amazon UK too. So we have a big week this week here in PMacMovies. Let's take a look at my second order that I placed, which I don't even remember what's in it. And then I placed a fourth order today. Alright, let's take a look at what we got here. Maybe we won't look at the receipt. It ruins it. It ruins it. I just like to pull these out and see what I got. So first, one that I've kind of been back and forth on for a while, and during this sale too, but I was like, it's a little bit more than I want to pay, but I try to keep it $10 or less, but a few of them I'll get a little bit more, and it is Cop, and it's like the last sale I remember this was a little bit over 10, might have even been more, it might have even been 12, but I just read enough good things about it that I really wanted to get it. Cop, starring James Woods. Let's see, James Woods stars as a brilliant maverick police detective in this exciting, violent thriller with a hint of film noir. Sounded like a fun one, and I snagged it up. James Woods. You snag him up. Up next, we have David Duchovny, Timothy Hutton, and Angelina Jolie. This was a pretty good bargain buy here, and I know that Mill Creek also released this. I believe I read that this has a better transfer and stuff than the Mill Creek. It is Playing God here, which probably not one that I would have gotten, but for several factors. First, I like David Duchovny and he's in it. And the price, it was only like $6 or something like that. I'll look that up at the end. It was $6 or $6.50. Playing God. It might have been $5.99. Very affordable. I will take a look here at the end if I remember, but I read mixed things about it, but it seemed good enough to snag up. Up next, we have another one that was very affordable, and one that I read good things about. A nice family movie, it sounds like. Don Johnson and Melanie Griffith in Paradise. Not one that was on my radar with my first order, but I did a little bit more research on it. Elijah Wood's in it, another reason to get it. Elijah Wood, I do like him. From 1991, 111 minutes, and I read just a lot of really good things about it, and it was only like $5.99, so it was a value buy. Up next, this one sounded interesting. We got some sort of like government mind control crap going on here. 109 minutes for Mindbenders. The Mindbenders. I mean, basically what I do is I put a bunch of stuff in my cart that it looks interesting. I look into the movies more, decide if I want to get them. And this was one that I think just missed the cut on the first order, but the more I looked into it, the more I was like, yeah, that sounds good. It's up my alley. It's a classic 1963 sci-fi thriller. Directed by Basil Dearden, who directed Dead of Night and The Man Who Haunted Himself, which I believe... Man Who Haunted Himself, I think, is the Roger Moore one, and Dead of Night is another horror movie. It says, went on to influence Ken Russell's mind-bending altered states. So this should be fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Glad I got it. I think that one was $8. We'll take a look at the end. Up next, this is one that I do have on DVD, and again, I read enough good things about it, and the price was at the point where I was like, I'm going to go ahead and beer myself. It is Alec Baldwin, Nicole Kidman, and Bill Pullman in Malice. It just sounds like a good, entertaining thriller. From 1993, 107 minutes. They just don't make them like this anymore. I mean, really, they don't. But you can see on the front there, that's Alec Baldwin, I think, and Nicole Kidman. It's either Alec or Bill Pullman, but I think it's Alec Baldwin. And I don't know. I've read a lot of good things about it. I figured the Blu-ray quality is going to be a ton better than that old shit DVD. So, what do we got here? We have a slip box. A slip box. Actually, this is one. This is one that's kind of like a Criterion type one. Somebody said that they snagged this up, and I looked into it, and it actually sounded good. I really do get into like dramas, things that are very deep and meaningful. And I read just great things about this movie, and it is called Poetry, and it was a really good price, and it just sounded like something that would grip me, that I would get into. Not something that's like a very entertaining horror movie or something like that, but something that really like emotionally you can get into. So I was glad to figure out that I wanted to get this one. And actually, the slipbox is in great condition. Really happy to get this one. Me and Charmaine could watch this, and I think that we would enjoy it together. That one was 8 or 9, I think. We'll take a look here at the end, like I said. And then just one more. Read really good things about this, too. And another one that me and Charmy could watch, Far From Heaven. Which, again, I might have this on DVD. I have to look it up. Far From Heaven, starring Julianne Moore, Dennis Quaid, Dennis Haysbert. Let's see if I have this one already on DVD. If I had to guess, I would say no, but... It looks like, no, it's not scanned in. So, this one was $10, which it wasn't really that much more on Amazon. I think on Amazon you could get it for just a bit more than that. But I do like Dennis Quaid, and I read, excellent things about this movie, so I decided to go ahead and get it. That second order, it seems kind of strange, because I feel like it's a lot different than, like, any of my other orders. I don't know, I got some interesting stuff in here, and I'm definitely glad that I got these. Definitely all movie. I mean, the main ones, I got a couple that I could really watch. There's Charmy there. I got a fun thriller. We might watch, like, some of these I would like to watch tonight, like that Rutger Hauer movie, Cabin Boy. I wouldn't mind a little relaxing comedy at night, so maybe we'll watch something. We've actually been watching that Constantine show, which is kind of like supernatural, pretty entertaining. And we watched like the Hobbit movies and the Lord of the Rings here recently, so we'll see. But these Kino sales are great. If you aren't like interested in the Kino sales, not paying attention to the Kino sales, stuff like that, it's really something that I think for movie collectors you should. You know, a lot of people just buy mainstream releases, things like that. Kino's got a lot of good stuff. And like I said before, if you're looking at any of the boutique companies, of course, if you're a horror fan, Arrow Video, Scream Factory, fantastic. But if you're not so much into horror and things like that, Kino is probably the best, because I just feel like their releases for the average movie fan are going to be more watchable than a lot of what like Criterion puts out. Of course, I have a fair amount of Criterions too, and when I make Criterion videos, oh, the snooty Criterion fans come out. I should make one of those soon. That's always fun. But let me know about what you got during this Kino sale, Kino Studio Classics, Kino Lorber Studio Classics sale. Let me know what you got. Let me know your thoughts on what I snagged up, and I do have 2 more packages coming, like I said, and we will see you next time on PMac.